NFL 23 on EA Sports.
What they talking about, Kathy? Oh, somebody must have switched over or something.
It's the Bills and the Rams on Thursday.
No, they talking about going from 8 minutes to 7 minutes. Man,
that motherfucker got he wouldn't got him. That right there.
That double nigga down when you play me. I don't even want to see. Oh what? Oh, you gonna get those that mark me? You get him that play. Alright, you gotta eat them in the mouth. I said I done already edited my playbook for you. I had to throw some eye formations and shit, some runs up in there. Yeah, I bet you did. I had too many single back runs and shotgun runs. I said, nah, I need that grind, that nitty gritty. I thought you seen it already.
No, I didn't see it until just when I was just preparing for my motherfucking trade.
Yeah, I ain't even been on the game since last night. You was still sitting there down like, yes, please. Nobody get it. I'll run for the damn computer to get them than your ass. I waited till last. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna rush out there on this trade. Let's go through. I'll make the same trade every goddamn season. I said, I want a different trade this time.
Touchdowns in 2021.
I was like, I want to run the back. I need a running back. I'm out there looking. I wanted to snatch up. I wanted Despo fucking trade. Breece Hall with something. Yeah, I was looking for him. Despo always going. I went over there, but shit, Despo. After I sent the damn Michael Parsons them trades and shit, he got me. But I didn't know you was on the fucking Cowboys. I wouldn't even try that shit. Hold on. Hey, wait a minute now. You like Michael Parsons? Yep. Might get a big action now.
Damn.
Throwing on third down.
We might talk about that.
Yeah, that is something to talk about right there. Yeah, shit. I'm trying to think to myself, what can I get him for? What can I give him for it?
You talking Michael Parsons? Shit. Little hang over there. He do have Red X potential, and he's fast.
No, I think he already got Red X, don't he?
I don't know if he do.
Oh, he a rookie though, right?
Yeah.
Well, he a superstar.
He's still blue in the damn game.
And you don't have to look hard to find their fifth-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level. Once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top 5 offense. They were knocked down in overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. Allen to throw once more. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On first down, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 10 yards out. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number one.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from a big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their 1st drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. What a matchup here for our 1st game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the 1st of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in... And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going right back to Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And that pass, a big one for Matt Stafford, folks. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards. Just the 12th ever NFL quarterback to do that. The former #1 pick in 2009 out of Georgia. Been so durable, so dependable in his career. And what a mark for Matt Stafford.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Stafford looks to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And again, it's Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Kaiir Elam. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. To throw is Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Kaiir Elam in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And Gay knocks this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Allen now on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
first down at Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Play action. Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here in the third. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Allen to throw once more. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got it.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal.
Allen going to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 22, Stafford, throw left side, complete to Kupp. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Stafford to his #1 guy cut for a Los Angeles first. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Down to the 22-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
6 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Bills getting set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Stafford. And it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. An opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 10 yards out. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On 1st down, Stafford here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Bass will be kicked off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Here's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Throwing is Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happen.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's caught by Davis. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Allen to throw once more. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Stafford on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, Carter, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game probably is.
The players on your team earned XP.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game?